Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a no-sew doll bathing suit. And this bathing suit, you can make 3 different types of tops, 1 type of bottom, and even like a swim skirt. You know how some bathing suits have like skirts? Well, you can make that too. So all you need is like 4 things. So you need some fabric, and I suggest using stretchy fabric because it just works better. You need some thread, scissors, and hot glue, and then also, of course, your doll. And this will probably work with any type of doll. You can kind of just resize it for any type of doll. So I'm going to be using Apple in this video. So first, plug in your hot glue gun and get it warmed up. And I'm going to show you how to make the tops first. So there's 3 different types of tops. So first, take your fabric and cut as neat as you can a small line of fabric. So just about that wide should work, but we're going to try it on the doll first. So see if it fits. And if it does, see if it stretches all the way around to the back. And just trim it to where it fits. So now, once you have the fabric for the top, take your hot glue gun and put a little dab of glue on one side. And then glue both sides together, and I'll give you a better look at this in a second. So now you're going to have a little tube of fabric still. So now, once you have that, slide it over your doll and see if it fits. And this is why it's important to have stretchy fabric, so it can stretch over her. Hold on. So it should fit sort of like that. So now, to make the first style of bathing suit, which looks like this, bathing suit top. Raven's wearing the same top. You just need your thread. And I did get part of this idea from someone else on YouTube, and I don't know their name, so I'll link their video in the description. And it'll be on screen too, so yeah. Okay, so I'm using red thread to go with Apple's colors. So cut a piece, and just cut it a lot longer than you'll need, so I just cut a long piece just so I have enough. There we go. Okay, so now take your thread and slide it under the bathing suit top, and it will fall down, but that's okay. So now it goes right through. And I'm not the best at explaining this, so if you have any questions, ask me in the comments, and I'll try to answer them. So now, take the thread and tie a knot, and I like to double knot it just so it stays better. Just tie a knot with the thread, just like that. So now, cut off the excess thread, but leave a tiny bit, just because if you don't leave enough, it will come untied, and then you'll have to start over, and it's just a waste of thread. So now you can just try to tuck the extra thread in, or you can glue it in, or whatever you like. I just kind of tuck it in and make it look okay. I'll show you this in just a second. Okay, so there. So that's the first style of top. And this fabric is like bunching, so I'm going to use like a different fabric for the other tops. Okay, so next I'm going to be showing you how to make the top that Frankie is wearing. And it's like a halter bikini top where it ties in the back. Okay guys, so I'm going to be making Ashlyn's top into this halter top that I just showed you. So to make that one, just make the one that you just made, so the one that I just made for Apple. You're going to want to make that kind of top that you tie in the middle. And basically, this part is really easy once you make the first one. Cut another piece of string. I'm going to cut a pink string that matches Ashlyn's. Thread it under the top. Like that. And now, instead of tying it, bring the two strings around her neck. And the threads are coming undone. You can just tuck this back in. There we go. And now, bring that thread around the back and just tie it. Now the thread is, I tried to tie it in like a bow sort of thing, but it was kind of hard, so I think I'm just going to tie it in like a little knot and then cut off the rest. Okay, so tie it however you want. And now adjust the top, because when I tied it, it pulled down the bathing suit. And there you go. Now it's the other style. And it kind of, so when I was tying it in the back, I tied it and pulled it really hard, so it pulled the bathing suit all the way up like that. And so I just kind of pulled it down. And now it gives me this kind of bathing suit, but you can tie it a little looser just to give you the kind that Frankie is wearing, which is basically the same kind that I made for Apple, just with a tie around the neck. Okay, and the last style of bikini top I'm going to show you how to make is the one that Briar's wearing, and it's the one with straps. And the back on hers looks kind of messy, but I'll show you how to fix that. So I'm going to make this style of top for Holly. So get your fabric again. Sorry, it's all folded up. Okay. So cut another thin piece, just like you did for the regular bathing suit top. Once you get your fabric, get your doll again, and see if it fits. And make sure you like it and stuff. So, measure it around the back and trim it. Like that. Okay, so once you have it trimmed, do the same thing you did for the other one. Basically, we're making we're doing the first steps to create the other bikini. So glue the two pieces together. Wait for it to dry. This takes a second, and you want to use hot glue for this because regular glue just doesn't hold very well. So hot glue. So now you have another, sorry guys, another little ring, little tube of fabric. Now try on the top onto your doll and make sure it fits. So now, if it fits and it looks okay and you like the way it looks, you're ready to move on. So get your fabric again and cut two really, really thin pieces of fabric to be the straps. So it's really, really hard to cut thin fabric, so just cut a piece as thin as you can. And this is why I like stretchy fabric. You can just stretch it to make it longer and thinner. And then just cut it in two pieces, cut it in half. And you can measure it later and just make sure it works. So, just like that. Now, take the bathing suit, top, and take it off of your doll. So now, flip your bathing suit inside out to the side that's not going to be facing the doll. So, I mean, it's the side that is going to be facing the doll, so you won't see the side. So flip it inside out. Take your hot glue and glue on one side. Glue one of the straps. And just wait for the glue to get a little less hot to really press it in, because it will burn you. And that was still really hot, but it's okay. Okay, so glue on the one strap, and now the second strap. Try to guess kind of where her shoulders are going to be on the bathing suit. It's kind of hard, but you can adjust it later if it doesn't look right. And I'm sorry, I'm not very good at explaining this. Okay, so now put the other strap on. Just do the same thing. Once they're dry, flip it to the other side and do the same thing. Just glue them back down. Ouch. Oops. There we go. Oh my gosh. It keeps getting stuck to my finger. It has glue on it. Okay, now the other side too. There we go. Just wait for it to cool off and press it down. Okay, so now you have that bathing suit. Now flip it back to the good side. Anyway, so now you kind of got this weird looking top. So it's easiest for me to get this on to take her hands off first. So now her top is on, and if the sleeves are too loose, you can take them off and re-glue them. But I think this one is a little loose, but I can just kind of pull down the bathing suit a little bit and it looks alright. And this can also double as a shirt, especially if you make it a little longer if you want. And you can just use this as a shirt or a bathing suit top, just like Briar has. And if I made Briar shorter, I meant to make Holly's that short, and you can just trim it or adjust it however you want. But on the back, if like yours looks messy like Briar's does, just cut another piece of fabric and glue it to the back. And Holly's looks okay, so I'm not going to do that. But that's really easy to do. Okay, so now finally I'm going to show you how to make the pants. So here's what they look like. And then on Ever After Highs, Briar. And on the back, sometimes it doesn't cover their butt all the way on Ever After High dolls, but you can glue more fabric to that. And anyway, there's ways to fix that. So let's get started. So we're back to Apple, and we're going to make her pants to go with her top. So start off by taking your fabric again and cut 2 pieces about the same width as the top pieces of fabric, and measure one. If there's one that's thinner than the other, take the thinner one and measure it around her waist. Mine are about the same width though, so measure it, trim it just like the bathing suit, and you have this piece. I'll just glue it the same way as the bathing suit tops. So now you have your little tube, slide it over your doll again, just like that. Okay, now for the final step of the pants, of the bottoms, you take one side of your second piece of fabric and put a little glue on the fabric on her waist, and glue one side there. Now turn her over, bring the fabric, and if it needs to be trimmed a little bit, you can go ahead and do that. And now add another piece of fabric on this side and press it down and glue it. Now, those are how to make the basic bottoms, but if you don't really like the way that it looks around the edge here where you can see where the second part has been glued. I'll show you what to do. It's an easy fix. So you just cut another thin piece of fabric that will fit around her waist. Okay, so now once you have this piece of fabric again, kind of it got messed up. Trim that down real quick. You're just going to glue it. Sorry guys, I'm trimming. Really hard to trim. But just take some glue. Glue right there on her waist. And put the fabric there. Now turn her around and do the same. And then it just looks a little bit neater. And I just like the way it looks better. That's how you make those little bottoms, just like that. And now the very last thing I'm going to show you how to make is this bathing suit skirt. And Ashlyn has bathing suit pants under this too, so it's like a little cover-up almost. Okay, so that's basically it, and I'm sorry this video turned out a lot longer than I meant it to be. I guess 3 styles of tops and 2 bottoms. Took longer to film than I thought it would be. But anyway, if you like this, just like, comment, share, subscribe, you know. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you guys can make these. Bye!